In this video, I will show you my top 5 hikes of Switzerland. It's an updated list to a video I made almost 4 years ago. Since then, I visited Switzerland 6 more times and went to many more beautiful places. The number 5 hike of the list, the Glecksteinhutte. It's a 12-kilometer hike from Grindelwald, and I made a detailed guide video about this hike if you're looking for more information. It's not a technical hike, but it has some big drop-offs, so I would not advise to go here if you are afraid of heights. You can do this hike in one day, but you can also stay at the Glecksteinhutte if you want. It took us 3.5 hours to reach the hut. It has beautiful views of the valley of Grindelwald, the Eiger and a big glacier. Number 4 on the list, the Santis Peak hike. It's a 26-kilometer hike starting in Appenzell in the northeast of Switzerland. I made a video about our big day and I will link it below. I also made a guide on how to get to the first viewpoint, and that contains a lot of information about this hike as well. It's a big hike with 2,000 meters of elevation gain, but you can make it this easier by taking a cable car. It's a beautiful route with some steeper climbs, not suitable if you're afraid of heights. It has some very spectacular and unique views from the Schafler hut. You can stay at one of the huts if you want to make this into a multiple day hike. And then, starting off the top 3, the Tour de Mont Blanc. It's a multi-day, 170k hike with more than 12,000 meters of elevation gain. Divided in 12 stages, but definitely doable on less days if you hike longer days. It crosses not only Switzerland but also France and Italy. There's beautiful views of the Mont Blanc and very nice valleys and villages. It can be done camping or in huts. I made a complete playlist about this hike, gear and how to do this yourself. It's one of my favorite hikes, but only 2 or 3 days are in Switzerland, near Trient. That's why it's a number 3 on the list. The number 2, the Via Alpina Green Trail. It's a multi-day, 300km plus hike crossing the whole country. I only did a 120km segment, which was already very beautiful. It has plenty of huts and villages. It's not technical, but it has a lot of big climbs and descents. I made a silent hiking video about our experience. We camped most of the nights. You pass to Grindelwald, Lauterbrunnen, Meiringen, the Eiger, Große Scheidegg and much more. And then the absolute number 1, the Hardergrat, a 35k single day hike with more than 3,000 meters of elevation gain, starting from Interlaken and finishing in Brienz. For me, it's a very unique ridge hike with huge drop-offs. I've done it twice, but I only finished it once. You are basically going up and down the whole day with no fresh water supplies, so make sure to bring enough water with you. It's not that technical, but potentially very dangerous. One wrong step and you have a chance of falling down. I made a guide and 2 separate videos about this hike. The first attempt we bailed halfway because it was above our limits, but in 2021 we came back way more prepared and we completed the hike from Interlaken to Brienz. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, consider subscribing. I made quite a lot of videos about these hikes and some guides about these hikes if you want to know how you can do this yourself. I also have the older top 5 hikes of Switzerland video and I will link all of this down below.